It seems like wherever you look for your news these days, you're seeing news about GameStop, about the short squeeze, and what's going on with this battle between Reddit and Wall Street, right? It's like, what do all these things mean? And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about in this video. We're going to go over what the short squeeze is. If you're not familiar with what shorting a stock is, we're going to talk about that. And most importantly, we're going to talk about GameStop, what VectorVest says about GameStop, and whether or not that this is a company we should be investing in. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here with VectorVest, and like I said, we're going to be talking about GameStop, the short squeeze, this battle on Wall Street, and what exactly is happening here. Alright, so first things first, we need to understand what shorting a stock is before we can ever understand what a short squeeze is or what exactly is happening here. So, conventionally, when you think about the stock market, you think that you should be buying shares low and then selling them high later. This is the old buy low, sell high mantra, and that's, typically what it is when you're buying and investing in the stock market. Now, when you short a position, what you're doing is you're selling the position first before you ever buy it. So you're going and you're selling it and getting a credit to your account, and then in hopes and expectations that you can buy that stock back later at a lower price to cover those short positions. So when thinking about shorting, instead of thinking buying low and selling high, think selling high and then buying back low. I know it can get confusing if you're not exactly sure, or you've never really dealt with this stuff or heard of it before. So just think selling high and then buying low. So now that you understand what it means to short a stock, let's look at what these institutions and these hedge funds were doing. They were shorting GameStop in such large numbers, trying to drive the price down themselves and kind of expecting GameStop to fail because of the pandemic, because of its brick and mortar business strategy, and just everything that was going on in that industry. The hedge funds were going in there and shorting GameStop in such large quantities that they hoped to, one, drive the price lower, and two, hope that the business failed. Now, this group on Reddit, WallStreetBets, said not today. We're not going to let this happen. We believe in GameStop for one reason or another, so we're going to get together, we're going to go out, and we're going to buy this stock. Now, by buying this stock, they drove the price higher and higher and higher. And now the game plan is to buy and hold this stock. Why would we want to do this? Because these institutions and these hedge funds have to cover their short positions, right? They have to buy this stock back. And to keep the math simple, let's say that they shorted $1 billion worth at $10 per share, and now it's trading at $300 per share. This is a 30x increase. So if these hedge funds are to go out and cover their short positions, they're required to go out and buy $30 billion worth of this security in order to cover their short positions. And this is kind of where, it comes into play. These retail investors were really looking to stick it to the hedge funds and make them lose money because of their decision to heavily short GameStop. And the whole intention is to make these hedge funds lose out. Now, the short squeeze comes into play because as the price rises and as the hedge fund is required to go out and buy more and more shares, it's going to squeeze that price higher, and it's going to squeeze the positions right out of the hedge funds. It's going to squeeze the profit right out, and they're going to be forced to buy it back, and they're going to be forced to buy it back at a much higher rate. So what does this look like? Is it too late to get into GameStop? If you're interested in investing, if you're interested in taking part in this short squeeze, is it too late? Well, I'm going to start off by saying this. Look, GameStop at this point is an extremely speculative play. If you're a prudent investor, if you're a conservative investor, I would say no, do not touch this. Obviously, there's a ton of volatility going on with this stock. The stock price is going, some days it's trading $420 per share, all the way down to $120 per share. The volatility is real. Stop losses are going to get triggered, in a matter of minutes if you're playing this position. And it's almost like if you're using the 1% rule, you're almost guaranteed to get stopped out of your position unless you have a really low percentage of your portfolio invested in GameStop. So if you're prudent, if you're conservative, and maybe even if you're aggressive, this could be a position that you're going to want to avoid. But if you're a speculative investor, why would you want to invest in GameStop? The whole point of this movement is to buy and hold and drive the stock price higher. Now, when does it reach its limit? Obviously, there's no saying how high this stock price could go, and there's no determining how far this group of retail investors is willing to drive this stock price higher, because at this point it almost seems like wherever you read, it's not about the profit, it's not about the money that they can make on it, it's about teaching Wall Street a lesson, right? It's about showing that these hedge funds that this isn't something that they can do and that they don't control all of the power. Now, with that being said, should this be something you get in if you're a speculative investor? I would say if your broker allows it, if you're allowed to buy GameStop and you want to go out there, you should try your best to follow the 1% rule that VectorVest advocates, never losing more than 1% of your portfolio on any given position. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. And if it's something you believe in, if this movement is something you believe in, then I think that yes, you could go out and buy that position, protect your position, don't lose more than 1% of your portfolio on it, and kind of see where it goes. But just know and kind of understand what you're investing in here. You're not investing in a stock that has seen exponential growth. You're investing in a stock that retail investors believe in and want to hold the line on until we see this short squeeze through. Now, with that being said, I know a lot of the audience here is of the younger generation, and we might be investing on platforms like Robinhood or Webull, and it seems like wherever you turn, they're restricting purchases on GameStop and not allowing people to buy this stock. Why is that? They can tell you whatever they want, and I've seen article after article coming up with different explanations on why they're limiting this stock. But look, they know they're being backed into a corner. They know the volatility is there, and they're going to come up with excuses for clearing houses and, the volatility and protecting the retail investor and whatever they can to limit the purchase. So if you look at it, they're just trying to limit the number of people that are able to buy and hold this position. And I'm not going to get involved with the reasons why I think or the reasons, why they might be doing this. But just know that you could see some limited activity in GameStop if you're moving forward and if you're trying to invest in this position, especially if you're using brokerages like Robinhood or any of the other brokers out there. I've almost seen it everywhere, right? I've seen so many things about brokers limiting the amount of options and stock positions that you can hold on GameStop. So, with that being said, if you've made the decision to invest, you're ready to do it, go ahead, add it to your portfolio. Make sure that you've got your, plan in place so that you don't lose too much of your portfolio, 1%. Don't lose more than 1% of your portfolio on this investment moving forward. Now, the stock price opened lower this morning, somewhere around 10% lower. We could see a little bit of a pullback as all of these regulations and everything come to play, or we could see this stock price shoot higher. So I'm excited to see what happens with GameStop today, where we can see this stock price go. And guys, I want to know who has this position in their portfolios. If you're currently holding GameStop, if you got in early, if you're thinking about getting in today, let us know down in the comments below. Kind of show us what you're expecting and who's holding out there. And we find confidence in numbers, guys. So make sure to let us know down in the comments below if you believe in this, if this is something you're holding out for and you're holding the line on and you've got those diamond hands. Let us know. And we're going to just do this together, right? This is a movement. We're going to do this together, and we want to find everybody else who's doing it as well. So make sure to let us know down there. If you like the content on this channel, don't forget to click that like button. If the subscribe button is still red, guys, join the channel, become part of the VV Nation, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on post notifications so you never miss a video that we post. And hopefully we're going to be able to do GameStop updates every day this week and talk about what's going on in the market and the latest news there. Now, if that sounds like something you're interested in, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And guys, if you want to know more about GameStop or any stock for that matter, VectorVest offers a free stock analysis on any ticker symbol that we track. All you have to do is click the link in the description below to get that free stock analysis, and you're going to be able to find out all of the indicators that we have on these stocks, whether it's a buy, sell, hold, whether it's a safe stock, an aggressive stock, the timing of it, and so much more just by clicking on that link in the description below. Now guys, until the next time, I hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.